Hello, this is Tina here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Fairydust Crafts. It's good to see you guys here. It is the first week of September, and we are currently in my craft room as every week, where we discuss, or I discuss with you guys, I guess, anything crafting / knitting related. This is my YouTube channel, obviously, but you find me mostly on Instagram as well as Ravelry. I'm very active on, well, sort of active on both of those platforms. All the links you can find just below. If you go below the title and you look at click on the three little dots, it says more, and you'll get all of my show notes. So if I refer to show notes, that's below here. So I've got my camera angle set a little differently this week. We are, as you can see, if you've watched my previous episodes, I've switched things around a little bit here. I've been, as I said last Sunday, I've been moving things around a little bit. So I've got yarn right here. This is where my coffee cup usually sits. And then I got my books up here, and then there's more yarn like over here and then behind me here. I'm very excited. Things are coming along. So as I said, you get all of the information on any of my projects that I will be talking about, or shops. I'm not good with words today. So any kind of shops that I'm talking about, you'll find all of that in the show notes. So I have like a couple things here to talk about today. We're just gonna start off with my projects. So I've got finished objects, and I've got like a couple whips. And then I got a bunch of stuff in the mail, and to kind of like end things with, I'm gonna give you a little update on what else is happening around here. But let's just have a look at projects right now. So I have 3 FOs to share with you today. Number one, I'm wearing right now, but here's a picture of it. Front and back, obviously. I love this. This is the cable back shell by Purl Soho, and I used SandnesGarn Tynn line for this. It is so beautiful. There's no sleeves really to it. It's just kind of like a super short sleeve here, and all you do is pick up stitches and cast off as you go. It's got like the loose little v-neck and then the cable detail in the back. I really enjoyed knitting this. I have a second one, and I don't have a lot of yarn for it, so I did all the math, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll have enough yarn for like a woolly version of it, and I don't think I do. So I have like everything done. It's all, the whole piece is worked in like it's just one rectangle, and you start in the back, and then you kind of like move to the front, obviously, but you set like some stitches aside, and then you do like the one front, and then you do the second part of the shoulders here, and then you join them, and then it's just seamed on, like the sides are just seamed once you're done, and then you literally just finish the sleeves without doing anything crazy with it. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll do like a woolly version with it. I used, what was it? Drops Flora. So like a really nice fingering weight yarn. So you'll use fingering weight. I I don't think I have enough. And then I love, if you're on Ravelry and you kind of like, you're unsure about a project, I always go into like an actual items projects. So if you go into Ravelry and you'll see like details about your project or like about the item you're interested in, you see those on the top, so you can have a look at different yarn ideas, and then there's other people's projects. So yarn ideas is basically just yarns that other people have used in the past. So like sometimes it's something completely different, and you wanna go into those people's projects because it is very likely that they have done some work to like make some math usually to make the project or the yarn work for the project, if that makes sense. But I like going into other people's projects, their project pages, and look at what they have done. Maybe they have like changed things around a little bit, or they've used a completely different yarn. Maybe I just need some ideas, or if people have like problems with the instructions, they will like take note and they will tell you, oh yeah, I cast on so many stitches, but seems to be running very small or too large. So it's always a good idea to just have a look at other people's project pages. So that's what I did for this little top. And I saw a couple people adding sleeves to it, and I thought that was really cool. But I don't, whoa, did it fly? Did you see that? No. That's annoying. I think that already happened last week, didn't it? Anyways, so I thought that looked really cool with like sleeves added to it, but then I don't have enough yarn. So and that top is one of my UFOs. So was this. So I'm finally finished. I can cross one off my list. But I thought that was really cool. Like, just, you know, do your own thing. And instead of having just a top, they have a little sweater now. So maybe I will actually revisit this pattern. Did you see that? I was like there again. I was like right here. Little intruder. But yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. So I may revisit that, but I think that like woolly version that I have currently, like I'm almost done. I think I'm just gonna frog it and use the yarn for something different. Not quite sure. So I'm very happy that I've got this done. It's very comfortable. Like it feels like it's very airy, and it's got like a really nice drape to it, and so happy that I can finally wear it. And honestly, just like I said last week, it took me like not even an hour to finish it. It happened sitting for months. Just like that, like completely fully done. It happened sitting for months. And you know, a project has been sitting for a very long time when you wash it and the water comes out like brown. Like absolutely disgusting. It's just like the obviously like when I wear hand cream. I put on hand cream like a little bit before I start my project because I get very dry hands. So like obviously oils from our skin like get onto our projects that we're working on, and maybe you're eating something. I do that quite a lot, or I have like a drink or just the dust that's like in the air, and then you like put it somewhere. It may be in a project bag, but that doesn't mean that it's like completely protected from like everything and anything really. So I washed this twice. So I washed it. I knew it happened sitting, so I kind of like rinsed it out, and I washed it, and I looked at the water and I was like, yuck, and washed it again. And I feel like I could probably like use another good wash, but anyways, So love it. And then I have made 2 hats in the past week, one of which I already showed you guys is that was the Westerly hat by Tynn Knits. I actually redid the whole thing. So I was talking about this last week where I had issues with the fit. It was too small, much too small. So I pulled the whole thing out and I added an extra repeat of like an extra pattern repeat. And it made it quite a bit bigger. I had to do a little bit of math to like figure it out, to figure out how many stitches to add onto it, and how to make the pattern work. And I did make a little boo-boo, but like you can't even tell really. And it's handmade, so like boo-boos happen. It's okay, we just gotta accept that. So I finished that, and then I also finished a second cabled hat, which is called Cool Cables Hat, and that's a free pattern by SandnesGarn Studio. I have like the links to everything in, which is my project page on Ravelry, and I will also link to the pattern directly that's on SandnesGarn Studio. I have made the Cool Cables hat before. I also made a pair of mittens. So there's like a hat, mittens, and like a dickie. And I made a couple sets in the past and was very happy with it. It's a beautiful kind of like Celtic knot cable, and then just like a single cable, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love knitting that. It was obviously not my first and it will not be my last. And same with the Westerly. I think I want to make one of those for myself, maybe just in like a very plain yarn, like maybe a black, because I'm boring like that. But I already gifted both of those hats. I made those for a wonderful lady in our community, and I have already given those 2 away. So you can get all the information, all the details in my Ravelry. So that's kind of like, that's what I was focusing on, were those 2 hats, so I can gift them. And then I've got like a bunch of whips that I'm working on. So I have, I'm working on my November jacket. I'm not very much further than I have been last week, but next weekend I'm intending to pick up the stitches for my shoulders and work on the front yoke and hopefully get that done and make some progress with that. And then I've been working on those socks like crazy. So remember last episode I had 3 different socks cast on. One of them I was just working on it this morning. This is my Yarnable from August, Hypnotic Yarns, and I'm still not very far. But now I'm just working on, it's a long sock and I really love this. And I'm working on the foot right now. I tried it on and it fits a little snug because I used a smaller needle than what I'm used to. I feel like I've used a 2.5 for this sock right here. Actually, that's not true. So I used a 2.75 for this one. Oops. And I found it's a little loose, and like this is K-Sip Knits yarn. This is the July Mystery Monday subscription, and I have one finished and the second one I cast on, and like that's it. Same thing that we were talking about last week. And then my second sock that I was working on with the same yarn base by K-Sip Knits, I used a 2.5 millimeter needle, which is this guy, and I thought I could go even a little smaller. However, and maybe I'm just like loosening up a little bit, I noticed that my gauge has changed a little bit. This yarn, however, is just a little finer, not much, but just like a tiny little bit. So it fits a little snug, but I'm very positive at this point that I can actually, like, that it will fit. So once I have like a little more of the foot done, I will try it on again. If not, then I'll have to like pull it out and revisit this. But those are my 3 socks that I'm still working on. I'm still just kind of like, I've been putting these on hold, mostly just because I've had like different priorities, which were obviously those hats because they were actually going to a home. And in my current main project, it's a little bit of a secret, but not. So I think I can show you guys. So I'm using All Points North Divine Decay in this beautiful, this is one of my favorite colors. Like favorite, Olive You. I love it. It's this guy. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So this is a test knit that I'm currently working on, and you can't really tell what it is. I'm not very far. Mainly, and I know I can show you like a little bit because there are already pictures out there of like this project, but this is what it will look like. This is where I'm at right now, so I'm not very far. It's like 3 fingers deep kind of. This is going to be a cowl, and I have been working on this all week. I think I cast on Monday, and like I've worked on this every single night this week, and today is Thursday. I haven't gotten very far yet. I think I'm on round 13. There are 36 rounds in 1 repeat, and I gotta knit 2 repeats. I've definitely gotten the hang of it, and I feel like I'm actually picking up like pace now. But it is slow going. So these are all cables. Like all of this is cables. And it's just like a one by one cable. And I cannot, it's a superwash yarn, so it's a little more slippery. And I'm one of those people, I have to use a cable needle or like an extra needle as like stitch holder to do my cables. I cannot just let them go. Like some people they just like drop the 1 stitch and then do their cable, or 2 stitches or even more, and do their cable and pick it up again, and it works very well for them. It does not work for me. I find once I get to the stitch that I'm actually cabling, that's supposed to be on the cable needle, once I get to that, it's already so small that I'm like fiddling around with the yarn, where it's just like it takes me way longer, way longer than if I were just using a cable needle. So I do have to use my cable needle every single time when I do something. But it's so it's a little bit of a longer process. I am really enjoying this. It's a wonderful pattern, and I gotta be done by I think the end of next week. So this weekend I've got Sunday off. Sunday is like my day off, my cherished day off, and that's when I'm gonna work on it. So I will, like Saturday and Sunday, I'm really gonna just sit and knit. I am at a point with this project, actually, even though it is a little more like brain work, I can work on this while I have like a TV show going. So I think that's my plans for the weekend. I've got like a few little things happening, but I think that's it. Other than that, let me just have a look at my list here. I got a cheat. I got my little list over here. That's it. So I'm really just focusing on this cowl. I want to get this done, and so I can like give my feedback and take pictures of it for the project page. And then after that, I will focus more on my November for November knit along, and also just getting back to my socks. And now that I've finished one of my long-term UFOs, I will pull out another one of those and work on a new main project / UFO. Have I got some mail, you guys? I thought I only had 2 things to show you guys, but then I forgot about one and I picked up something else today. So right now, all of the little things that I ordered specifically for Christmas, or for like the easing into Christmas and winter, they're like slowly coming in. So I'm excited, very excited. So I'm just gonna go by the date I've received all of these things. And the first item that I have to show you is, I've got to show you rather, is my new coffee mug by Purl and Pine. Cheers to that. I love it. It's so cool. She does project bags with the same like Barbie logo. That's not the only thing that I got from Purl and Pine. One of them, I gotta like reach down here because it's pretty big, is a tote bag that I have wanted for so long. It's like a super sturdy tote bag. I thought it was just gonna be one of those you know, the like the basically like grocery bags that you get, like the, what are they, like the soft canvas ones, but it's actually like sturdy and thick, and it's got like a pocket in here for like your water bottle. And when I saw these like probably a year ago or longer, I was like, I need one of those. And it's gigantic. It is currently holding a bunch of yarn for a winter project that I kind of like started with a little test swatch, but we will talk about that one in way more detail next week. So I don't want to reveal that yet. And then last but not least, this is my last little item that I got from Purl and Pine. Isn't that cool? So I'm gonna put my next sock project in here. It's just a drawstring bag. Hang on, there. Regular drawstring bag. Love this. I love these. These are like my favorite project bags, just because they're squishy and you can just throw your stuff in there. It's like literally no nonsense. It doesn't have pockets or anything, so nothing can get stuck to it. Definitely my favorite and go-to like project bag. So I got that. That was Purl and Pine. And then my first winter, or my first, no, that's not true. My first Christmas item came in today. So I am a sucker for advent calendars. That's like a big, huge tradition in my family. My mom and I send each other at this point, very deluxe version of our own curated advent calendar that we like make for each other every year. And I have to like get to knitting. I usually put like at least a couple pairs of socks in there. And then this year she requested a sweater. We've talked about that in the past. So that's gonna be her like last little advent calendar item. Is gonna be her sweater. That's usually the last one is either just like a little chocolate, or it's the actual like Christmas present. So we're not big like in terms of presents and that kind of stuff, but this is our thing that we started. Like when I moved out, we just randomly started this. I don't even know how it started. One of us just got like a little like chocolate advent calendar I think it was me, I got her one. And then she, the year after, and it's one of those, like you get from an actual like chocolate store. And it's got like little, it's like a solid box, and it's got like little drawers. And she kept it and just filled it with little chocolates and like just little knickknacks and stuff. All like mostly like food items and things that, you know, you can use, like little bath bombs and whatever she can like jam in there, and sent it back to me. So now one of us, so this year it's actually my turn, one of us has that advent calendar every year, and just fills it up. And then there's always like a couple things that are larger, so you just put a little chocolate in there, and then you wrap like a larger present and you just stick like a number on it. I digress. So like that's what we do. And I have definitely more advent calendar stuff coming in the next little while, like pretty much up until Christmas. And then on like in December we'll do something a little special. So I got this, and I got like a, sorry, totally not prepared. I finally did it, and I got the Firefly Notes advent calendar. For you guys who are not familiar with Firefly Notes, she's a artist based out of Richmond, BC, and she makes stitch markers and little tins. That's her thing. So we're gonna do a little unboxing. It's kind of like, it looks like a pizza box, but there it is. So what's in it is a little postcard, and she designs all of these things. So she will grab like old like motifs that she finds from who knows where, and then she puts them on like, and there's like greeting cards that she does, and she puts them on, I'm gonna put this right here, so pretty. She puts them on her little tins. So they're notion tins. They come in 2 different sizes, and I already have a couple of them. But I totally just revealed this. Okay, so let me just take this out. Not prepared. But there's Firefly Notes here. That's her advent calendar for this year. It is like fairy world and celestial night inspired. She designed all of the little stitch markers that are in here. I think they're all stitch markers. Yes, they are enamel charms that she all designed, and then she got them made. So there is 25 days. She calls them little fairy doors. Like how I'm such a sucker for that. Like that, my whole name, like Fairydust Knits and Fairydust Crafts, like that all has a meaning to it. I think we should do like a special. I'm gonna do a special one of these days where I like explain Fairydust. So anyways, I'm like all over the place. So she calls them little fairy doors, and there are 20 round stitch markers and 5 progress keepers in them, and she designed all of them, and I am so excited. I'm so excited for this. And then specifically for her advent calendar, she's been doing these for like a few years now, I think. She makes a matching little notions tin. Oop. Now you can see like all my, in the reflection in the back there, you can see like all my mess. But it's just like one of those, like you slide it open and then it's just empty as for right now. So the notions tin, you just like, you open your little fairy door every day in December and up to Christmas, and then you put it in your little tin. So I was super excited to get this. I ordered this. We went on vacation in April. Yes, in April. And we were on our way home and like on our drive, we were actually, I like remember this. I know I can actually remember when I ordered this advent calendar because she does like a big release and does pre-orders, and she did this in April. Oh no, it was May. It was May. Yes, we left in April and came back in May. And I ordered this like on the road on our way home. So I've been waiting for this since May, and I'm so excited. She will be at Knit City in Vancouver in a couple weeks, and I am excited to go and explore her booth, and maybe I'll get to meet her. Crazy, but yes, I'm so excited. You can tell, right? And then last but not least, September Yarnable. I just picked this up on my way home today. I already, just like last time, I already opened it, but I haven't actually like opened it. So we're gonna do all of this together. Yarnable is a yarn subscription where, I apologize for the noise, where you can, okay, now I'm quiet. Where you can choose your yarn bases. I think she does like DK and then the sock yarn, and you can do either just a skein of yarn or yarn plus like a sock set, like a mini, or you can add additional things too. I just get the single skein sock set. All her single skeins come in one of these bags. And there's some goodies that come with it, and they come in these like super handy little pouches. So this is September, and September's theme is Mossy Hollow. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. I'm excited. We're having a little bit of like a fairy forest themed podcast today. I like it. Okay, so there's always a little card that tells you what's in it, and then there is a little scratchy part where you can scratch to reveal a discount for anything by Hypnotic Yarns that is valid until the end of the month. So we got a bunch of extras here. Let's have a look. So, this is adorable. Little page flags. I will use these for my patterns. How cute is that? So they're all like little individual little sticky notes, little page flags. I love these. These are super handy. I use these in my planner actually. How adorable. And just one more row. So little sticky notes, and there's a little fox and a little squirrel on there. So cute, super handy. I like things that are not necessarily like yarny. I like things that it's like that are, you know, useful for other things, but still somehow like yarny. This is so funny. It's not hoarding, it's yarn. And this is a little bookmark. This is one of those magnetic bookmarks. It's got a magnet here, and then you just, there. How cute is that? This is fun. I like this. So these are my little extras. You can actually just live in here, and I put a pen in here, and then I got something for my planner. Nice. Okay, now let's reveal September's yarn. It's my color. How beautiful. So this is it August or is it September? I guess it's August. It says August here. I think this is September though. Okay, there's a typo. Ooh, there's a typo. I got the special label. So this is September, not August, 2023. It is Mossy Hollow on Hypnotic Yarns plush sock, which is a 1815 superwash merino nylon, and it's so soft. I love this. Oh, I can't wait. I could even, oh, where's my other one? Here. I betcha these actually go together. Yes. So if I'm gonna do heels and toes with the leftovers of this. Ha! That's a plan. I like it. It's my favorite color. Like mossy green. Beautiful. That was a lot of, I did not expect this, to be honest. That was a lot of mail for this week. Okay. So this week has been long. You've already noticed before I would usually post my videos on Wednesday for Whip Wednesday, and I decided to move that, at least for right now, for the next little while. I will move my release dates to Fridays, just so I have a little more time. I have not had a day off this week. We've had Labor Day on Monday, so it was a long weekend here. And that weekend, so I had 2 days off, Sunday, Monday, and that just disappeared on me. I don't know what happened. I did sleep in a little bit. I've been up like really early in the last little bit. So you can probably tell, I'm like, last week I was like all over the place, and I feel like I still kind of am, but I'm like mostly just tired. And we're coming to fall, so like summer is really ending now, although our summers are generally a little longer. So our summers are like last till like mid till the end of September. Like it's really nice here still. And then it starts getting cooler, and we can easily see the first snow in like the end of September or early October. So we're kind of like getting into the season where it's like really busy. You're kind of like wrapping up the garden, and you're winterizing your yard and your house and everything. So I have just been like, I've been doing things around the house, and last week we were like talking about that, I was like in the mood to like do things. So I started organizing things, so like here, and for some reason, I did that all over the house. For some reason, it is messier than before, but I still feel like I'm getting places, if that makes sense. So it's like super messy, but maybe that mess just has to happen before it just magically like comes together. I don't know. It's like, yeah. So I've been working lots and organizing and cleaning. I'm kind of like in the mood for that. It's like spring clean but fall, you know. But I'm getting excited for fall, and I'm getting like in the mood for like all the fall things. It's definitely been cooler here at night and in the mornings, and then by like mid-afternoon it's t-shirt weather again. So that's just our area, I guess. Other than that, I've been working on like just getting things out. So I've been working on those 2 hats that just needed to be done, and my test knit, and also my knit along. So there's quite a bit happening right now. We've been very busy. My husband and I have been watching X-Files. I started rewatching it a while ago. It's on Disney Plus, and then he joined in and he was like, this is really, let's just watch everything. And so we do this every night. We like sit together and we watch a couple episodes, and that's kind of like how we just unwind and kind of like calm down. But yeah, we've been really enjoying it. It's fun to just look back and like, you know, like some of them you've obviously seen. I haven't seen all of the episodes. There's like a couple seasons, like three or four seasons that I have actually watched actively, like years and years back. But just watching it from the beginning, and then we're in season 6, I think season 6 right now. So we've already watched the first movie. So we did like up until season 5, and then there's the first movie, and then I think it's 2 more seasons or so, and then there's another movie, and then the new oh, when did they film the new seasons? I can't remember. I was invited to do makeup on a couple of those episodes, but I wasn't told. It was a secret, so I wasn't told what it was going to be. And I prioritized my then job over working on it, and then I found out what it actually would have been, and I was a little bit like, I was a little mad at myself that I didn't say yes to this. But c'est la vie. Yeah, so we've been watching X-Files, and that's about it. I also, just when I sit down in the afternoons or like late afternoons when I have a minute, I've also been just kind of like dipping my toe into watching Sopranos again. And yeah, that's about it. There's literally nothing happening but work and knitting and a little bit of tidying and cleaning. And now I'm so excited that I've got all this mail. I'm going to put everything away now. Everything should have its home. And I really need to get going with these socks if I want to like keep up with it. The days are just disappearing. But yeah, I'm going to do that right now. And I wish you guys a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys back here in a week. Bye.